So, we will skip past all of the other chapters of human species that also existed before this chapter of humanity that began thousands of years ago. Let's get right to your chapter of ancestry and speed it up to today. This will allow you to know, not believe, but know and understand what is going on right now, whom is ruling the world you inhabit, and what is coming in the blink of an eye. I ask you to consider this reality you exist in now, with a few questions that will help you recognize the very obvious. What if this world is all a bad dream? A dream can be a nightmare. What if the human race is born into a world that breeds arrogance, ignorance, hypocrisy and injustice? What if the world the human race perceives as a heaven is really a world of hell in disguise? What if the human race is a manifestation of demons, in skin that hides the true image of a demon? What if you lived in a world that jails those who fight for justice on your behalf? What if as you read this, there are military men raping a little 8-year-old girl and laughing about her screaming and crying? What if these same men and women were killing civilians on other lands or abusing these human beings in barricaded tents? What if you lived in a world that honors the rapists and murderers with medals, and the people of the land endorse their actions with support the effort of the troops stickers? What if you lived in a world where the most fortunate and most guilty were targeting the less fortunate and the less guilty? What if the world you inhabit has police beating and pulverizing people at will, behind the scenes, and raping women behind cement walls, while smiling into cameras, exalting themselves as heroes? What if this world had people abusing seniors in senior homes, aides who attack mental patients with needles and mental torture, and social workers who take kids out of homes against their will, and then placed kids into homes and institutions such as churches, where they are abused? What if the world had media who was designed by government to manipulate the audience with grand schemes that inflict the nation with lies, all while honoring the leaders of oppressive indoctrinations? What if every human was capable of lying to one another, their friends and family and their co-workers and neighbors, and groups of liars were to become employed in group departments of government and media, continuing the lies? What if humans naturally sought to expose lies and immorality of others, while suppressing their own? What if humans created online websites that aimed to combat censorship, all while endorsing their own policies of censorship within, under the guise of bans and deletions? What if all humanity is the source of all injustice? Or should we place the blame on birds and giraffes? Should we place the blame on paper and say it is money, it is laws, it is government legislation, it is company policy, it is always something other than the truth? Is it possible that all humans are self-serving beings, who attack one another over simple issues? Is this a world where people have a nemesis throughout the day, where they need to battle another driver, for driving too slow or fast? Is this a world where people can make negative arguments with one another, over poor service at a business, or argue about a barking dog with a neighbor? Do humans actually have fights with their family and go separate ways, or is this all an illusion? Is there one human who does not favor their own over others, or does not have thoughts of negative actions against another who offends them with their opinion? Is there one human who does not hold on to some form of sorrow about regrets or pains of loss in this world? Is this place just a bad dream, or are humans mere demons in hell, trying to delude themselves on the fact they are all a part of this evil, in some way or another? What if the real weapons of mass destruction are in every home and office, and the weapons are actually humans, who create weapons? Conspiracies exist in every household between parents and spouses, they exist in every business between co-workers, in every form of government everywhere. If one wants to know the creator or source of a conspiracy, one only needs to look into a mirror. Is this all a bad dream or is it real? Are you ready for the truth? You need to be. Justice will come swiftly. If this world is a place of good and evil, and there truly is an environment that is below for the most evil, and a magical environment or heaven above, that is for the least violent, then the world you inhabit now is a midway, a middle ground to determine your next direction. This world has been making records of wars in every continent since the foundation of this chapter in human history. If this world is hell, and you are temporarily attached to the bodily design of a demon, one who is in conflict between the awareness of doing what is right, and yet desiring what is not right, then guess who the leader of this environment is? Maybe the fantasy and fairy tales were real all along. By the end of this video, you will know.